As one of God's major prophets, Elijah was involved in many interesting stories in the Bible and even performed great miracles in the name of the Lord. Let's take a look at a few of them. In one instance, he was commanded to go and stay at Zarephath under the care of a widow. This widow would soon be blessed beyond belief. 1 Kings chapter 17 verse 10 to 16 reads, "So he arose and went to Zarephath, and when he came to the gate of the city, behold, a widow was there gathering sticks. And he called to her and said, 'Please get me a little water in a jar that I may drink.' As she was going to get it, he called to her and said, 'Please bring me a piece of bread in your hand.' But she said, 'As the Lord your God lives, I have no bread, only a handful of flour in the bowl and a little oil in the jar, and behold, I am gathering a few sticks that I may go in and prepare for me and my son, that we may eat it and die.' Then Elijah said to her, 'Do not fear. Go, do as you have said, but make me a little bread cake from it first and bring it out to me, and afterward you may make one for yourself and for your son. For thus says the Lord God of Israel, the bowl of flour shall not be exhausted, nor shall the jar of oil be empty, until the day that the Lord sends rain on the face of the earth.' So she went and did according to the word of Elijah, and she and he and her household ate for many days. The bowl of flour was not exhausted, nor did the jar of oil become empty, according to the word of the Lord which he spoke through Elijah." One of Elijah's most iconic moments is on Mount Carmel, where he had a showdown with the 450 prophets of Baal on whose God was the true God. The test was Elijah and the prophets of Baal would both build an altar for a burnt offering, and whichever god brought fire upon the offering would be considered the true God. The prophets of Baal go on to call upon their false god from morning to noon, receiving nothing but silence. Elijah goes on to mock them, saying, "Call out with a loud voice, for he is a god. Either he is occupied or gone aside, or is on a journey, or perhaps he is asleep and needs to be awakened." The prophets go on to cut themselves with swords and lances while crying out even harder to their false god until the evening, and again only silence. Elijah then had the people gather close to him and repaired the altar to the Lord that had been torn down. He then took 12 stones, each representing one of the 12 tribes of Israel, and built an altar in the name of the Lord. He also built a trench around the altar that could hold about 3 or 4 gallons of water. After arranging the wood onto the altar and placing the cut-up ox pieces on it, he ordered men to fill up 4 pitchers of water and pour it on the offering, then told them do it 2 more times, flowing around the altar and filling up the trench he dug. At the time of the offering of the evening sacrifice, Elijah the prophet came near and said, "O Lord, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, today let it be known that you are God in Israel, and that I am your servant, and I have done all these things at your word. Answer me, O Lord, answer me, that this people may know that you, O Lord, are God, and that you have turned their heart back again." Then the fire of the Lord fell and consumed the burnt offering and the wood and the stones and the dust, and licked up the water that was in the trench. When all the people saw it, they fell on their faces, and they said, "The Lord, he is God, the Lord, he is God." Then Elijah said to them, "Seize the prophets of Baal, do not let one of them escape." So they seized them, and Elijah brought them down to the brook Kishon and slew them there.